Hi, it's Travis White with a Persuasive Communication Tip of the Week. Not long ago, I was a marketing executive at a software company, and our marketing department was a bit at odds with the sales department. We thought the sales department should change some of their behaviors and change some of their programs to fit more with the market opportunity that we perceived. So we had a persuasive issue. And as a marketing department, we came up with a persuasive communication strategy, and we talked with the sales organization, we presented to the sales organization, we communicated with them in a variety of different ways, and over time we convinced them to change their behavior and their programs. And so we persuaded them. In that sense, we were successful in persuading them to change their behavior in such a way that they would take better advantage of the market opportunity and we would sell more. After that decision was made, we had a small meeting of the marketing leaders to adjust our programs as well. Say, okay, well, the sales department has agreed to change their programs. How do we need to change our programs so they mesh better? And we were discussing these various issues, and it became clear that there was one person in the room, one of our marketing leaders, who was somewhat irritated, was somewhat upset with the behavior of the sales department. And finally, I asked her, I said, "You seem to be irritated today. What's the issue?" And she said, "Well, I just think the sales department should admit that they were wrong, that they shouldn't have behaved that way." And I thought, and we discussed this in the group, that this is the difference between persuasion and sports, for instance, or the difference between persuasion and warfare. In sports or in warfare, you have a winner and you have a loser. In persuasion, we often talk about winning the argument, but it's not in the same sense as in sports. It's not a winner and a loser. You have two departments in this case, or two people or two groups agreeing to do something together. That doesn't mean one is the winner and one is the loser. So don't think about your argument in that perspective. Think about your argument in terms of how do we come together? How do we join together? How do we act in a coherent fashion, working together rather than working across purposes? It's often not a good idea to do a victory dance. It's often not a good idea to rub the other side's nose in the dirt. Ultimately, you're going to have to work with them again. So don't humiliate them, elevate them, and make them a partner in your persuasive communications and make them a partner in your persuasive strategy. Because chances are you're going to have to persuade them again someday, and you want that partnership feeling to be in existence even as you do that. So that's a Persuasive Communication Tip of the Week. See you again next week.